Are we ready? Everybody say yellow.
Yellow. Yellow.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of Maya's Communication Corner. And welcome back.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 is crazy. Have you guys watched episode 1, episode 2?
Episode 2.
If you
Episode 2 part 2.
Go watch that. Oh, also, by the way, guys, episode 2 part 2, the bonus episode, I forgot to upload it the time I said I was going to upload it. So by the time you see this, it's going to be uploaded. And if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It's going to be linked in the description below. So sorry about that, but it's okay. Anyways, okay. In this episode, I am joined by two people who are both the personification of creativity.
Oh.
Some of you may remember her from my other platforms because we're always making content together. She was featured on one of my vlogs, and she's also the creator and the host of Thrifted Life, which is a podcast which highlights fashion in conjunction with sustainability.
Yes.
Quoted verbatim. She's also a stylist, fashion guru, and future diplomatic figure. Welcome, Nefemi, to my communication corner.
Whoa. Thank you. That was, oh my gosh.
From cognitive science to crafting to clothing to cerebral creative curation to conceptual canvases and more. Please also join me in welcoming the chameleonic and charismatic
You actually
all-around creative who is true to this and not new to this. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi guys, I'm with the hostess with the hostess.
No, that was lovely.
You're very welcome.
That was lovely.
Guys, I want this podcast to give like a mix of Shannon Sharp, X, Emergency Intercom, X, Bad Friends, X, Wendy Williams, X, Jennifer Hudson, X, Kelly Clarkson, X. I was gonna say Ellen DeGeneres, but
no.
Fusion.
Yeah, fusion. No.
Fusion programs.
Period.
That was lovely. Thank you for having me. So appreciate it.
I love that. Okay. Anyways, today we are going to discuss topics about our personal journeys, academic journeys, creative endeavors, culture. We're going to talk about public figures, art, and more. So let's get this going. Period. Hey, how y'all feeling?
No, I'm excited.
Yeah?
Let's get into it.
All right. Okay, so let's just start by introducing ourselves. You guys can take the floor. Start with whoever.
Okay. My name is, well, you know my name. What do you want to know? I feel like you already said, like...
Okay, so, no, tell the people, like, I told the people your titles, but tell the people your story.
Oh, story. I don't know, okay. I was born in Ibadan, Nigeria. If I started from there.
You're starting from where you were born to where you are now. How did you get to Carlton?
Okay, Ibadan. I moved from Ibadan, Nigeria, and then I moved to Lagos. Yes, and then blah blah blah. I'm in Canada, and then well, why I'm in Carlton is for political science because I want to eventually become a diplomat. I've always liked the idea of resolving conflict. I can't do it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can.
I can. But I love the idea of resolving conflict, especially on a grand scale. And I love it when people ask, "Oh, why didn't that war happen?" Miss Nifemi Guama. That would be lovely, you know? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And then fashion. I don't know, there was a day I was like, okay, I actually don't like stages anymore. And then I took everything out.
I would like to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Third Space. Third Space is a social network app that helps bring college students together in real time. It is out exclusively at Carleton University right now, so if you're a Carleton student, head on to the App Store and download it right now. For Android users, they're working on bringing the app to you very soon, so hold on tight. That's all for me. Go to the App Store and download Third Space and start sharing experiences in real time. Bye!
I've been seeing these skinny jeans every day.
No, seriously. I thought like we left that. Like
we should have been.
I thought we left that. I thought
Skinny ribs, that's what I thought.
I thought we collectively agreed on
What can I
the
say about
skinny
it?
jeans.
I can see one of these.
And it's ashy. But yeah, I decided to get rid of all of them, and I started to explore, see what I like, what I don't like. Right now, I'd say my style is evolving into like a mix of both masculine. Okay, both masculine and feminine energies, and I just try to like put that into my everyday life. Yeah.
Okay, Zan, what about you? You didn't even answer the question. The question was
She did,
how,
though.
no. The question was how did you get to Carlton?
I decided-
I hear from you, battle.
And I was like, I like the idea of resolving conflict. That's why I'm taking political science at Carleton.
You weren't paying attention.
The best place to study
That's
political science
for
and something would be on in
Wait, what?
Canada.
No, I don't engage in such. That's what.
Zan, what about you?
Okay. I was, born in Victoria Island. Serious.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
I was born in. Oh, I'm in Taiwan. I was born to my parents, of course, a very fabulous woman and some guy, and then yeah.
No, you don't.
So she worked her entire life to make sure we had the best. I went to like secondary school, and I hated myself. So when she decided to send me here, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just like embody myself in the purest way possible? So I dropped out of software engineering because I like
What?
no, seriously.
He just drops it. He's casually.
No, seriously, I remember the exam I was writing, Foundation to Imperative Programming, and I opened the midterm and I scrolled through everything. I could answer, let's say, give or take 3 out of like a good 20 questions. I left that tab open. I just said, apply to student. And then I switched out, and I watched that time on job out. I was like, that was the last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And then I started painting, and I started like experimenting with a lot of my identity, and I feel like I finally found a place where I'm comfortable and happy. So,
Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's talk about life in Nigeria because both of you guys said you were born in Nigeria, and me too. I'm Nigerian, but guys, I haven't been there in so long. So let's just talk about it and let me fill me in. Like, what did I miss, guys?
traffic.
Yeah. Legal structure.
True. I know. I experienced that.
Yeah.
I experienced that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you miss?
I experienced masquerades, the albums, the heat.
Street food?
Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But tell me about like how it was like actually going up there. Like, where were you? With your family? Were you like, tell me about that? I want to know about like in Nigeria.
I'd probably say Lagos because like when I was in Ibadan, I was like too young to actually remember my social circle. But Lagos, I feel like there's like so many different narratives of what Lagos is. But I wasn't that's the same way Lagos. Like I was like I only knew how when I got here. No, I wasn't really aware of the bubbling nightlife of Lagos when I was in Lagos.
Yeah.
I know they say Lagos sleeps. Everybody says that because Lagos never sleeps.
So till the sun comes up.
Yeah, but like I wasn't really in that. I did go to Faith Academy though. A notorious school. Like you say, oh no,
Can you imagine?
don't shut out anything. But like it was okay. I was living in Yanobaja, and then that's like there's estates, but like there was a sense of yes, I was born in the country, but like there's people that are actually like higher than me. Class, wealth. In the place I lived in the Kibadi estates, the situations in the country are rapidly changing.
And they're dire.
Rapidly changing. You think one moment you think you're like, okay, I'm sure like me and my family were comfortable.
Then back of rice is winter.
You can't afford anything anymore.
Who's going to eat jollof for Christmas again?
No, literally. I feel like the last time before I came here 5 years ago. The last time in my estate where I saw people like actually kill a ram for Christmas was probably like 4 years before I left. Like a cow. Nobody kills a cow for Christmas.
That was the last thing I seen before I left Nigeria. Like,
But yeah.
my dad and uncle, all that stuff.
Yeah. And where I lived in Lagos, it was that there's white people in the United States. Like like
It's the one with the American club.
yeah. And then like it's like you enter the estate, okay, all the black families, everybody, all the actual like origin people, they're living. You keep going further into the estate, and you can see everything change. Like you can see it with your eyes. Like yes, white people live here. Yeah.
You see the prices. I went to that estate once. There's an American club. Tell me what you're thinking. Telling me ice cream is $4. I have naira in my pocket.
Like
Are you stupid? What kind of gentrification is this?
See.
And they wanted me to bring dollars out of my mind. I was like, you want me to go and change money to go and buy ice cream?
Wow. Like wow.
When you put it into perspective, like that time, if you don't convert it, conversion rate is 1K.
Yeah.
You want me to pay 4K for a scoop of
Okay,
ice cream?
for
West Panama is selling it outside 100 naira.
I actually miss Supreme. I can't lie. I miss Nigerian ice cream.
I know how to make it.
No.
Seriously. This yogurt is
So like what? Yeah.
I'm just gonna get to balance.
But yeah. That's what I've got to say.
Not really, guys. My people not doing the podcast. I'm like just like good guys. Like okay. Next question. So, what was school like in Nigeria? Because both of you experienced the Nigerian school system.
It's deeply flawed.
Mm.
Well, in primary school was fine. I went to Corona, 3 different ones. I was always bouncing around, but I found that like they were very. I don't know. Like looking back now, I see it in a different lens. It was very much like deeply rooted in like colonialism, white supremacy. We couldn't speak open in class, and things like that. They also don't. History is not in our curriculum,
Yeah.
so we don't learn a lot of things. So like when I was younger, I was like, okay, yeah, like if I come here, like I can enunciate, I can speak properly, or actually, so much so I speak a lot better English than people that are like were here. And it's things like that that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm grateful for things like that. It's like living in a corporate world and in the work environment is like a very big asset to have in your arsenal. But things like not knowing your history, for
It's
example,
insane.
and
Especially because Nigeria has such a rich history, like to shield
Very
the
full.
youth from that is so dangerous. That's
well, just like curriculum aside, going to school in Nigeria was horrific.
Yeah.
Like it was a horrific experience, especially secondary school.
Yeah.
It felt like every single person there was depraved, and they had to let you know. It's like
No, felt like every single person there was the
everybody was a wasting of my life. Some lore, right? So I broke my leg in school because I fell off a ledge, and the ledge was like really low. It was like lots of complications, extremely traumatic for me. Tell me why my VP goes on stage and like, oh, the devil tempted him and the answer, da 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 da. I was in the hospital for like some 2-3 months. I came back to school. I'm walking. Keep in mind, I have crutches. Somebody's singing at me like, no way.
in the real life.
Yeah.
Like wow.
And then I had to switch schools because of that. And so I did senior secondary school in another school. And I had complications with it. I had to have the surgery on it again. I came back to school with crutches. Tell me why one boy steals them and goes to hide them since I'm a female. So I just started, I didn't go to my classes that day. And then when I found it, I just once. But it was very satisfying.
wow.
So yeah, like things like that.
And I think one of the biggest contributions to the flawlessness of the education system in Nigeria is religion. The religion has plagued our mindset, and it's like it's so bad. It's actually so bad.
Half of Nigeria is in a deep religious
Psychosis.
You need to like validate that to interact with anything.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. If not, you're
like you have to
like,
actually recognize or you feel like you're talking to like a wall or just like yeah.
no shit.
No, it's okay. I don't have it and I'm used to it. You can hold it for once.
But yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Move on.
Because the last question to segue into the creative position is why do you feel that the creative route is your calling? And do you feel like the importance of art and culture has to do with your experiences? Or if not, like, what were your inspirations? What were your motivations for taking the creative journey, like starting your career? You know what I mean? Anyone?
Okay. So like I literally say it in my artist bio. My artist bio means and he used stories on canvas. I've been painting for 3 years when my artistic spirit has been. I like acrylic is my preferred medium. Rest of the works of my hands, like doing this sums up. Rest of the works of my hands, I believe this sums up my experience in life. So that's something that's always like been prevalent for me. That whatever I put my hands to, whatever I create with my hands, like I find a lot of beauty in it. So I feel like that is something that I have been afforded. I grew up very religious at the end of the day. I know the story of the parables and the story of the talents.
Yeah.
So that rings in my mind. Imagine someone has given me such a talent, or the universe, or the anyone wants to call it. I still have the talent.
Yeah.
I have to use it. So,
I believe this.
Right.
Amen. And what about you?
I don't really know the point at which I decided to go into the creative way, but I remember that I've been cutting up clothes for as long as I can remember. Like my mom, you can ask my mom, she'll be like, yeah, we have to hide the scissors from her. She just cuts up clothes, she's cutting them. What are you using them for? I don't know. I just want to change it. I don't want it like that anymore.
I like that.
Yeah, but like, I didn't really have a choice. Because in Nigeria, when I was moving to senior secondary school, I got put in the arts department. I was like, okay, I know the stigma behind that, but okay, we'll flow with it. And then I go into that and I saw how the arts were treated. Yes, the intellectuals are needed, yes, 100%. We're all intellectual in a way, but the arts are treated really bad.
Yeah.
People don't rate it as much, and they don't rate the amount of work that goes into it. Yeah. And I was like, wait, this is lovely. To be part of it's such a nice community too. The creative community is lovely. And I was like, okay, let's actually go into it. And to the things I said about like everything that is hand touches is blessed. I've always like gone with that mindset too. Sometimes more than another time, but like I like to think that whatever I do, I can do it to the best potential possible.
Period.
Who's doing it like that?
Okay. On that note, now we're going to talk about your personal creative endeavors and things that we've all seen. Period. So I'm going to start with Nifemi. I'm going to ask you about Thrifted Life.
Okay.
And tell us more about Thrifted Life and what inspired you and that journey of where it was when it was just an idea to now what it is today.
It became an idea when last year before we went for Christmas break, I was bored. I was really bored. Like yes, I was bored. Like when I did something, I take pictures, but like the pictures weren't cutting anymore. I was really bored. I needed something to do with my life. I was actually going crazy. And then I was like, okay, what should I do? What do the people need? Because I really want to be useful, you know. Yes, there's like I could do the blogs, but that's really me centered. I don't see how people benefit from the blogs. What do the people need? And then I remembered how every time I tell people where the clothing item is from, and I say it's thrifted, they ask me, well, where do you go thrifting? And I tell them the places, and they're like, oh, I always go to this place, but nothing. And I was like, okay, maybe what the people need is something that highlights the various thrift stores in whatever city I'm in. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll do that. And then I continued to expand on that idea. And then I was like, okay, maybe I could also do styling tips. Using hoops and ponytails to like make your dress tighter, stuff like that. People could also
Which I took today, and she literally teed down that cardigan. Unfortunately, I didn't wear it today, but yeah, she was out as proof.
Yeah, and then I was like, whoa. But I'm really big on sustainability. Like that's where I'm there. Like that's what thrifting is, basically. And I could find a way to actually bring that to the people. And then I was doing that. I did the thrift certified or not. I did one video of that. I was trying to film a styling tip video, and then that's when my phone started tweaking. I was like, yeah, scrap that. I'm not doing that. And then I was like, okay. And then I shot episode 1 of the podcast, and it was really time consuming. I couldn't film another video for certified or not, and I started contemplating, okay, might as well just stick to the podcast. And people loved it, and I was like, okay, like I don't have time. I'm a student after all.
By the way, guys, we were both on that podcast.
Yeah.
So if you didn't tune in, link in description.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's how Thrifted Life came about.
Period. Love that.
Real shit.
So let's talk about clothes for a second because Nifemi highlights, like thrifting culture and significance of that. But this one over here, as much as you've been cutting clothes since a child, Zam literally makes clothes, guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second because every second I can hem that. I can
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He like made a dress. Well, didn't make it, but like he altered a dress of mine. He made it shorter and like more fitted. Fashion for real.
So like get into that, like let's talk about clothing and your inspirations for that and that journey, your relationship to that.
Wow. So I would like to think right now at least, I would like to think of myself as an upcycler. So I'm very much I see the potential of things. So even with things that I do, and I feel like that translates across my life because even with things that I paint, I don't paint from memory, I paint from a picture. When I read it, I paint in a good style. So if you give me a picture of, like if you told me I should draw you right now, I'm like, okay, why are you playing like stuff like that? It pisses me off. But give me a picture and I can replicate it for me exactly. Like, that's kind of person I am. Not exactly, but in my style.
Right, yeah.
So I see pieces and then I now personalize them as well because I like when people can see my personality just from how I present it.
Exactly. I like that.
Yeah, I think I just like Nifemi said, I'm very big on sustainability. Fast fashion is very much a state of mind. So even if like something like rips or something like turn it into something, it doesn't really have to just it.
Period.
Yeah, nobody else.
Use, reuse, recycle. That's what they said.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's talk about this.
I know where you. Oh,
Hi.
you gotta do like a thingy. When the way you pulled it up, you gotta do like a applause. Like,
Talk about this, guys.
talk about this, guys.
So tell the
Yes,
people what this painting is, what it means, why you brought it here today, and why they're seeing it, and why they should keep staring at it.
Okay. So
No, seriously,
yeah.
keep looking.
So that is the name of the painting is called Prisoner of Passports. It's a painting about perspective. So it's essentially the idea behind this was that your perspective is going to be your prison or your passport. So how you're thinking is really what is jailing you or what is like your ticket to connect you with the world. And it was a point in my life where I was like thinking very negatively and I wasn't very optimistic about my life and I was just like there's actually power in your mind and like you have the power to alter reality.
Right.
And as I was trying to tell myself that I painted this, like somewhere along the way, I actually gave myself the courage to start believing that. So it has helped me have a very like more optimistic, but like also realistic in a lot of things. There is a lot of times where like very optimistic feel like that.
That's like Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher.
Okay.
Sorry. He was like, no, it's okay. What was he? He was like, basically like, have optimism without like hoping for like, I don't know, whatever. It's
Just
basically
that
what she said.
optimism, but
It's like Marcus Aurelius. Continue. That's it.
Yeah.
You can read about Marcus Aurelius if you want to know Marcus Aurelius. Okay.
So I was in my stickman era because if you see a lot of my paintings from like 2023, they're a bunch of stickman in there. Because I found it that like just it's nice to play the head faster sometimes and actually have some control over something. So you can see these guys just running, crawling, doing whatever, trying to get their way. So it really, as much as it's a mindset thing, there's a lot of like grit and work that goes into it. And like sometimes I forget and I just be manifesting in my life and I don't do anything. I'm doing all those things. But yeah, so think about it. That's also thinking wrong. So
Oh, I see it. I see it. Well, not from that side.
Perspective. Yes.
Oh, I love overall.
Yeah.
Period.
A good poetry child.
Yes. I just think I've listened to his whole discography.
I love that we're talking about music because the next component is about music. No, go ahead.
Is there significance with the colors? Did you choose those colors for a reason?
Yellow makes me happy. It's my favorite color. It's cadmium yellow specifically. And it's in every single one of my paintings. Unless it's a one of them painting, you'll find it. And it makes me feel very optimistic. And I don't really choose my colors. It's literally, I only paint when I'm in a certain state of mind. So like whenever I'm feeling, if my painting is about like grief, whenever I'm feeling down, is when I paint about it. So
your colors like reflect the emotion. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So I just choose whatever I'm feeling inclined
It's
to.
like film when they use specific lighting.
Yeah.
Reflect the emotion.
What are the patterns?
The patterns.
Yeah. Did they mean it, or it's just like, did they mean like any, like all the lines? Did they all go different? All of them. Or is that's just?
I would say I was.
That's just the vibe.
You know when you like stare at the sun?
Right.
Yeah, so I was just like lying down and I was staring at the sun for like 30 minutes.
And then okay,
Just outside.
that makes sense.
I used to paint it once in the park.
That makes
Wow.
sense. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, period.
Very notes.
Okay, well, hear that. Thank you guys for sharing a bit more about your creative journeys. If you guys do not already follow either the Femi or Tam on any social platform to indulge yourself more in what they create and what they share, you should go do that. It'll be linked, they will be linked below, and you can find more paintings like this. You can find more conversations about clothing, fashion, sustainability, styling, tips, tricks, hacks, everything more and more. Period. I'm gonna get this here because it's very tea and you got to look at that and look at the perspective and reflect on life. And as we do that, the last section or the last component for this section is if you guys want to tell us anything about projects or events we have coming up, because I know you're a part of BSA and I know you have a Shades of Us event coming up. So if you want to tell the people a little bit more about what y'all do and what we can expect,
Okay.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Shades of Us. Shades of Us is a mini documentary filming happening tomorrow. Actually, whole thing.
By the time they see this, it will be out already. But when you guys see it, what will they have seen?
Yeah, you would have seen a mini documentary about the different perspectives to being black.
When they come to me.
Yes, because we're gonna talk about how being black isn't just like one thing, and how our different identities, different factors, where we come from, stuff like that, play into the identity we carry today, and how society views that. Because we all know like society views black people in a particular category, but I'm trying to highlight that we're not.
I like that. And anything coming up from BSA?
Yeah, so the current co-president of the PSC for this year, and we have a lot of things which will be happening at the private time. And we have 2 panel discussions this week. We have the networking event with 3 headshots, highlighting black professionals, especially in Ottawa and also internationally, black creatives and some nationalist counselors coming in.
Sing like me, don't sing like me.
Yeah, what's it called? That's the sickest thing. What's it called? Yeah, but in March, we have our 3rd annual fashion show. You should come through. You know, it's always been an amazing experience. I feel like this year is going to be the biggest.
Any commentary from
It was lovely. Flashing lights, everybody screaming, cheering. It was lovely. And Thrifted Life is actually gonna sponsor a line in the sales fashion.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Well, I'm also living my life as an artist, so literally find me at any art market
That's
just
true.
around. I do commissions now, so everything is in my bio if you want to get in touch.
Period. Show the phone case. Y'all know he makes phone cases too.
No, I'm just obsessed with myself. Like, I just
Like that.
Yeah.
Then you do it so much.
Okay, period. Yes. See y'all there, or be square, whatever they say. Moving on.
Yeah.
Now I just have some questions that I think we can, go tip for tap on. We're going to talk a bit about music and our opinions on music and cognition, and just get into a little philosophy for a little bit because we like to do that, and y'all need to read a book or 2. So, anyways, do you think that the way that people interact with music today, being like streaming, playlists, algorithms, etc., do you think that it's changed the emotional and cultural value that it has? Because for me personally, I feel like a lot of people view, not even a lot of people view, like music has just been turned into like a thing where it's just for entertainment instead of like having any cultural value. Like it used to be a communal experience, and now it's just like an industry and like for money, for profit. So like, what do you guys feel about that, and what are your opinions on that?
I think it's still communal, just like not in the same sense. People do still come together with music. Music still brings people together 100%. It's just the values that are being shared in those spaces have changed.
No, I agree. I'm there.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right.
Me personally, I think, especially looking at the psychology aspect of it, I think that every culture has music, of course, every single culture has music. And even, for example, like how some animals are manipulated, like country people.
Oh yeah. What's so funny, guys? You want to? Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, they're just like, okay. You want sharpness, that doesn't impact.
So philosophy. So
Go. So like every culture has music.
Yeah, so every culture has music, right? So even like how some like animals like call people and like communicate, I think like birds dancing, for example. Even though it's not like pictures, it's still like music has a lot of meaning and a lot of significance in cultures. So even I think it has just like evolved over time. I don't see it as anything that's necessarily bad. I do think like, for example, I feel like everyone has benefits and bad sides. For example, like TikTok has done great things for the music industry with them, and for example, getting music out of there. But I found that like since I've been off TikTok, I can actually enjoy songs.
yeah.
So I'm not scrolling and I'm hearing it 10,000.
No, seriously, like that one song.
Make me sweat. No.
Not even that one. With the Pookie.
Hey, Pookie.
Yeah. Like when I first heard that song, I'm like, okay, this is so pretty. Like this is so beautiful. This is different. This is new. This is fresh. This is
That's a new thing. Oh, look at you!
Yeah.
Look at you!
Okay, anyway, I was like, wow, this is like, and then I just kept hearing it, and then hearing it, and then hearing it, and I'm like, whoa, I can never hear this song again, and I feel so bad to like.
I love that song. Like, I'm going to give it to
You're better than me because I just like I feel like I get like I play it out, like it gets played out, and then it's like I can't listen to it again.
So, fun fact, from a song that dropped October 19th, right? Oh, I added it to my library 2019. Like, Spotify Raps came out like the first week in the summer. From then, I've played the song 623 times.
That's
but that's
even Pink Pony Club.
No, from that singular
Pink Pony Club.
May 10th by Serotonin.
What's your song? What song would you listen to that gets you like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I have a lot of them. Reality by Pretty Boy Duo as well. Literally any Odosi song, literally any Santi song is bad. Like I'm constantly listening to music. It's strange now that I thought
Come on. Caesar, Kendrick Lamar on C.
all the way that song.
That one, no, but the one was just stuck in my head. What's it called?
Valentina.
The solution.
Yeah.
I'm scared I'm getting older. There's upon my shoulders. No, me and Daniel Caesar like this. When I saw since I saw him in concert, yeah, we didn't tie
Yeah.
We didn't tie
That's twin.
I don't say that about any artist in case the artist is crispy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Okay, that's true. Guys, I learned. Don't
That's
quote me
crazy
about
because
that.
the next question was literally, if every song you've ever listened to suddenly disappeared from your memory, what's one song you would choose to remember? Like, what's one song? Yeah. You know what that's like. Okay, well, me for I would choose I don't know. Actually, I didn't have it prepared because I was like, I don't know. Like, I actually really I couldn't think.
I'm okay. Watch your my cruise.
Mine is where is it? Babylon by SZA and Kendrick Lamar. I'll listen to that song. Babylon or
Or sociopathic dance queen by Amiri. Was she ready? I saw her in concert. Her voice sounds better.
She makes me feel like I'm in space on psychedelics.
Was he ready?
Touch.
Can I just step?
Yeah. Okay, sis. That's how she makes me feel.
It's just the way you make me feel.
I don't know. I think I would. I should have. Man, I should have like an album or something.
1, 2.
Because I'm thinking of a song out of Isolation by Cali Uchis. Because like, okay, Flight 22. Flight 22 is the song, and you want to know why? Because when I used to work at Winners, that song used to replay on the thing, whatever, on the speaker, 24/7. So every time, like, opening to closing, like, that's what I heard. But it was so beautiful. Like, that's the song that carried me through the ship. You know what I mean? So if I could get through a ship to that song, I could get through.
So it's a good song.
That be the only song I know. Like, yeah. Okay, and then the last question is: do you think music shapes our personalities, or our personality shapes the music we listen to? Like, do you think the music we listen to shapes our personality?
Yeah.
I feel like.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry.
No,
Actually, you need to ask that again. So, do you think the music that we listen to shapes our personalities, or do you think our personalities shape the music we listen to?
I feel like I don't know. I actually don't know.
I feel like we all have music we like, but our music definitely shapes us because, for example, when I started listening. Okay, before I came to this country, I was very much like, oh no, I'm not the biggest fan of Nigerian music because I didn't know a lot of Nigerian music back then. So apart from like the videos, them guys, I knew the songs, but I wouldn't jam them all the time. I was like the Irish guy back then. Then I came here needing to connect to my culture, so I started listening to a lot more Afrobeats, and I was like, oh, calm down, everything. And then I started listening to Alte music. Then I started dressing like this. I went to PS my news. I'm going to I'm going to put chocolate on my day.
No, you're just going to prove the Alte critics right.
No, but it was always in me.
Okay.
Like, it's like something like still like if I didn't like it, I wouldn't like it.
Sure.
But I didn't. It's just like influence you in the sense like since you're exposing yourself so much to this culture, there's something about it you like, and because there's something about it you like, there's something about it that you won't become in parts of you like we're music of everyone every night at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
Cool. I like verbatim, actually.
I think that your personality, like who you are, shapes the type of music you listen to, but like the type of music you listen to shapes like your being, like your emotional state, the way you like are productive, you know?
yeah, I wouldn't lie. Like I used to listen to sad music and like I was
Yeah, like it like takes
depressed.
over you, like you know, like what you said about like dressing. It wasn't just that I also the music, like, you know? Do you get what I mean?
No, I get what you mean.
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to like re-articulate it, but because you said it perfectly,
Okay.
like that. I agree. Like I understand what you're saying.
I did not sign a consent form.
Yeah, neither of you guys signed this consent form, but we still got 50 minutes of content. And on that note, let's cut the video here. Thank you guys so much for me on my vacation corner. I had so much fun, like so much fun. But I always have fun with you guys because we do this in real life. We just fly in real life, and you guys just get to see 40 minutes of it. Be happy, be grateful.
Yeah.
And if you guys have anything final to say, tell the people this is your time.
Be you. Stay true to who you are. No matter what anybody else says. It can be challenging, but stay true to who you are.
Yeah, in the same breath, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. I feel
Be
like
fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire.
you don't
That's a
stop
good
Banger.
Yeah, I have a tattoo on my arm actually. Because you need to stop giving yourself to like half-ass situations. Like, you get why. You get
They
why.
get why. Get why. That's why.
Wow.
My mom said that to me in the year.
That's like, period.
The fear of rejection is in your head.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and that was episode 3 of It's
Great time to try it.
Yes.
See you.
What's up with your doing?
Yes. See you in episode 4. Bye.
This is Zabawa, and I picked this message and checking out. Goodbye.
Signed and paid for by Nifemi Buama.
Period.